In our quest to find that pesky 50D to close out the Series 4 Jefferson nickel album, we've been scoring lots of Buffalo nickels, and now we've slotted 23 in that book. So, the question is, will we find the 50D, or can we still find some more Buffaloes? Let's find out. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure. Welcome back to the channel. Another 2-box nickel hunt to find the 50D, add some Buffaloes, maybe score some silver or some varieties or key dates. Let's get right to the hunt. I've already popped the top of both boxes. They are circulated. This one was damaged and I had to tape it up to keep it together, but the rolls are kind of a mess, but we'll get to that as the second box of the hunt. Let's get right into this first box. You know what we're looking for. Let's get after it. I'll bring you guys in when I have a first find in box number 1. Well, it took us 9 rolls to get our first find, or an early Jefferson find. It's going to be a 1947, and it's minted out of Philadelphia. It's not in bad shape, but man, 9 rolls to get our first find. Hopefully that's not an indication of how slow the box will be. Roll number 19. We have our second find from the 40s and only the third find of the box, and it's a 48 Philly. Roll number 30. A Jefferson nickel from 1949, so they're going up by 1 year each time, and that's a 49 Philly. I'll make a quick note, that's only the 5th find through 30 rolls, so definitely a tough nickel box, one of my toughest ones ever, but that's why we hunt 2. Hopefully it heats up, 20 rolls plus this left. Roll number 31 had an older end coin with a Denver mint mark, so I figured we'd reveal it live just in case it's a 50D. And it's not. It's a 1948 out of Denver, only our 4th 40s Jefferson nickel to go along with 1 from the 50s. Roll number 33 is going to be our best roll of the hunt because there's 2 finds in it. First and foremost up front is a decent looking 1940 out of Philly again. And peeking out, I can already see it, is a 1939 Jefferson nickel. Obviously, a mint mark would be welcomed. Let's see if there is one. And there is not. Looks like it's a 39 Philly yet again. And we're checking for that DDR. I don't see it either. 1939 Jefferson nickel, but like I said, 2 finds in 1 roll. Maybe that's a good sign now. Roll 39. Yet another nickel from 1948. Seems to be the popular year of this box. And another one from Denver. Well, we're on roll 44, and as slow as this box has been with not a ton of finds, it's actually going to give us a semi-key-date Jefferson nickel. Normally don't film the 50s, saw a 1951, and when I flipped it around, it has the S mint mark. So 51S is a lower mintage semi-key-date Jefferson nickel, and it's in decent shape, so it could be an upgrader. We'll definitely take that. That's a welcome sight, like I said, in the slow box. 6 rolls left of box 1. Roll 49. A Jefferson nickel from 1941 out of Philly. First from that year. And while I have you here, the second nickel, it's a 64. But it's in pretty nice shape for a 1964, and it's Denver minted, so we can check for the RPM really quick, which I don't see, but I think I'm going to hold on to that 64. There's a lot of them minted, but you don't normally see them in nice shape like that. All right, back to the hunt. Last roll in 3/4. All right, that's going to do for that first box of nickels, and it was a tough box. One of my most toughest boxes out there. What saved us was the semi-key-date 51S. And that's about it. Yeah, we got a 39. Yeah, we got a nice 64 Denver and only 1 2024 Denver nickel in the entire box. So off to a pretty rough start. Only 17 finds on the board and 16 if I don't include the nice 64 Denver. Hopefully the bad box is followed by a good box. And let's see if we can pick up the pace here on nickel box number 2. I'll be back when I have my first find of box number 2. Roll number 10. Our first find from the 40s, I think, of this box, although we found a few other from the 50s. 1941 out of Philadelphia. Well, we're all the way up to roll number 32 of box number 2, and while we have been getting some 50s nickels, including a lower minted 1959 Philly in pretty rough shape, We finally have another one from the 40s. It's going to be a 1946 out of Philly in decent condition. Roll 42 of the second box, and we have a rare sighting of 40s Jefferson nickel. This one is from 1941, again from Philadelphia. Roll 45. We haven't found silver yet, but it looks like we might have copper because I do see a penny in a nickel roll, and it looks like it might be a copper cent. And it is 1962 Denver. We only lost a few cents, thankfully, because it's copper, but a penny in a nickel roll? Man, these boxes have been tough for me today. Well, unfortunately, that was a tough 2-box nickel hunt. I don't have a lot of tough 2 boxes hunt, and I didn't say it in the beginning, but these are 2 more boxes from my new bank. And if you recall, the last time we got the 2 boxes from the new bank, they didn't do that well either. So I'm thinking that this new bank that I picked up, at least for nickels, is heavily hunted because, again, these are some tough boxes. Only 34 finds on the board through 2 boxes. And typically in my regular bank boxes, I get 22 to 28 on average per box. So definitely a tough hunt. There's not much to cover here. A lot of common stuff. We got the 39 second year issue, but it's not the DDR. We got a copper cent. We got a nice 64 Denver. Could be an upgrader. We'll have to see. Only 5 2024 Denvers in 2 boxes, and I've been averaging about 8 to 10 per box, so that was rough as well. A slightly lower mintage in terrible shape, 59 Philly. I'm just going to send it back. And the best find of the hunt, no silver and no buffaloes, but we did get a Nic-A-Date 51S, hoping at least that one might upgrade. We'll have to see. Like I said, this is a tough hunt. We have boxes and we have hunts like this. Let's see if we get an upgrader. Let me compare the finds to the album, and I'll bring you back with updated sheets and a look at the book. All right, we finished comparing all of today's finds to both albums. Well, nothing to compare to the Buffalo Nickel album. We didn't get any, but I hate to be the bearer of bad news. We have no upgrades, no additions. The 64 Denver that we found today does not upgrade the one in the book. They're almost the exact same. And the 51S we found today, even though it's kind of nice, it doesn't upgrade the nicer one in the book. So no upgrades, no additions. I'm going to reuse the same sheet. 116 boxes searched. Still missing that 50D. We still have 51 boxes to beat Series 1 though. And the Buffaloes, 67 boxes searched, 37 Buffaloes found. Still averaging better than 1 every 2-box hunt. Although you wouldn't know it from this hunt. And no silver for the silver jar. Man. Oh well, like I said, that's coin roll hunting. It's not the end of the world because you never know when that next hunt will have those great finds. This one didn't, but hopefully you guys still had fun watching me struggle through a couple of nickel boxes. And if you did, you know I certainly would appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting and thanks for watching.